Hello and welcome to XNVR. My name is Christian and recently I have returned to an MMORPG I originally played back when it was released in 2009 and continued to play for the better part of a year, before I was drawn into a certain Elder Scrolls title that still has me to this day. While many of you may not have heard of Allods Online, I'm guessing you will have heard of the developer's more recent title, Skyforge, an MMORPG that has been released not only for PC but also for PS4 and Xbox One and is currently being enjoyed by both players and critics alike. Part of the Rage of Mages series, Allods is set in the same fantasy space opera universe of Sarnau, which is a vast and potentially infinite game universe due to the modular nature of the environment. Each map is its own Allod, floating through the astral independent of every other landmass, traversable by means of huge flying ships that also provide great opportunity for naval-style battles against either members of the opposing faction or massive space-dwelling demons that look like something straight out of Lovecraftian lore. And I don't know about you, but that is a feature that majorly tickles my pickle. This modular world does also potentially mean that the developers could keep adding as many new lands as they like without any risk of compromising the game geography. A prospect that is rather exciting, as surely an endless adventure of infinite possibilities is the dream of every fantasy gamer. Now, as you can probably tell from the visuals, this is a bit of a WoW clone. The visual style is undeniably similar. However, this game does have something that WoW does not. Charm. I have tried World of Warcraft, and while the environments were big, well thought out and aesthetically pleasing to the eye, it always felt a little hollow. The class choices and skill tree progressions are similar in the two games, however I feel that as Allods came after, they were able to make some tweaks that made it seem to me a little more polished. Add to that a deep and engaging story featuring an ongoing war between the League and the Empire, and you have a game that just feels as though so much more is at stake, and your role is actually one with impact on the proceedings. Plus, the Gibblings are quite possibly the cutest thing ever. One thing I do have to mention, however, is that the game is one that has been plagued by pay-to-win premium market. If you are willing to pour money into this title, you will have a better chance than non-paying players. But this does not mean you are guaranteed victory. In recent years, there has emerged a rather strange divide. Those at the top with maxed out gear sets, and those who have chosen to climb and struggle on without paying. When I left Sarnau all those years ago, you could buy almost anything on the auction hall, which supports the pay-to-win theory. But upon my return, I found the market to be a little bare in terms of high-level gear. There are those who have it, and those who do not. Haves and have-nots, if you will. The haves choose not to let anything powerful slip onto the market, and the have-nots may not be strong enough on their own to farm these things. What I think this means is that even though you can pay for a premium item that will set you to level 70, no amount of money is going to put you on par with the top players who have been around for some time. The only way to get to that pinnacle is by banding together and helping each other achieve greatness, which I must admit pleases me greatly. Now, as this is a brief look at the game, there is no way I can explain all of the perks. There are just too many. So what I want to do is just give you a brief overview of my opinion. This is a great game. Yes, it has its problems, such as the aforementioned pay-to-win model. However, the game is so vast that this really doesn't need to be an issue for most players. The visual style has aged brilliantly and still looks fantastic, with all the charm and diversity you could want from a title of this genre. You will find that there are builds of all types for all kinds of players, whether you want to play solo or as part of a group. There is more than enough story to keep you entertained for months, and a plethora of side quests of such enormity you could sink an astral ship. Add to that a multitude of crafting professions and crafting related quests, and you have so much content it will take you years to fully explore everything. So keeping that in mind, this is definitely a title I recommend. Try it out, it is free, it's available on Steam, just give it a go. Well, that is all for me for today. Thank you very much. And be sure to check out our website for all different news and reviews and trailer analysis. And also, get on Steam, find this game and download it. It's only a small file size, doesn't take you that long. You'll be on it before you know it. Just try and convince your mates to come with you and you might enjoy the game a little more. Right, thank you very much. Bye!